pressure on the Indian Air Force to get fighters, forget about stealth aircraft. The Indian government has made it clear that we're going to bet on the AMCA, which is India's own fighter. But getting these 4.5 generation fighters like the Rafale, which you've already sunk an enormous amount of money into, even the Indian Navy has signed on for them recently, and there are still these delays. But with this announcement, Vishnu, and that's my next question now, I'm wondering whether this means that things are much clearer as far as the MRFA, or we still can't jump the gun on that. I know as far as Indian procurement is concerned, nothing is over until it's over, right? Nothing is over until it's over, especially when the Rafale is theoretically competing against American fighters like the F-15 Eagle II. Yeah. You've got Putin's Sukhoi 35s. You've got the Typhoon theoretically as well. So it ain't over until it's over, and I completely agree with you on that. But by putting out this partnership, and this is not an MOU. This is an agreement which I'm assuming is going to fructify into a joint venture.
Yeah. 2028 is
when the first fuselages will roll out. Which again, I'm assuming means that work begins now. 2028 is 2 years 100%. Away. That's like more than just a foot in the door.
No, I would suggest that they are leading in this competition. Yeah. All the Indian Air Force officers that we speak to, and they couch this language carefully, so I'm going to be responsible in how I report this. They say that they've had an exceptional experience with the Rafale. The Rafale is the aircraft of choice for them, but they will go through this process. It is a legal process. It goes down to pricing, tendering, terms, capability of the aircraft, relevance, weapon systems, integration with Indian weapons, and all of that, and then a decision will be taken. Now, we had that same language which was stated in 2018, 2019, same language.
We've heard this before.
2025, nothing has changed, right? However, we've got 26 naval Rafales as well. We will be acquiring them from a few years down the road as a special arrangement. We're getting them starting out in 2028, maybe a handful of them. But India wants 140, and the French would jump at that. Any defense manufacturer in the world would jump at that. Yeah. If our requirement is that, look,
you can't let go of
we need it now, or we're finally waking up to the fact that we need it as soon as possible, then they will all set up, or certainly the French have already acted, and they're setting up this facility. And the Tatas are, and the French are working with them for pre-production agreements or for agreements specific to the production of these components.